Oh yeah. Okay. Let me see. Gonna send this to my wife real quick. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself. And oh wait, can you not add comments on here? I thought you could. I guess not. All right. Well, it told me to pin a comment. I didn't do it. Oh, I can put it right here. Look at this. Bam. Boom. Send. No. All right. I'm gonna send this to the wifey poo, and we're ready to go. All right. Welcome, welcome. Today we are going to, like the description says, or let's see what ChatGPT told. Oh wait, no. Chat. Pretty much, we're going to be today. We're going to look at videos of RV content creators. We're just going to go over some of their kind of like editing techniques, storytelling, comment some of the shots that they get, and then we're going to cold email some of these guys to see if they'd be interested in coming to Hideaway, and who knows, maybe doing a live stream, collaborating in some way, maybe getting a little behind the scenes. This will all kind of depend. I'm kind of making it up as I go, but it'll just depend on what the creator wants to do and what they're open to, and essentially, working with them and having them come out here, check out our place, and just kind of create a little community of creating. So the first person I actually have pulled up is hold on right here. So, well, yeah, we'll have to. Dang it, I forgot to do that. So we have Anne's Adventure. She kind of just came up on my TV feed, and I saw her the other day. This person I already cold emailed, and we're just gonna wait to see what she says. I liked her videos. Let's see. We'll kind of go over it a little bit, but what I really liked about her videos is just how it is just like the honesty of it, like it's not, you're not getting lost in the sauce with creative, like with these just wild shot lists or anything like that. Like she's just bringing you along the adventure, and just showing you kind of the place that she's at. So here she's at in Colorado in Mesa Verde. I said that. Oh man, I hope nobody in my family heard me say it like that. In Mesa Verde. But she's in Colorado. Let me see. Let's go full screen. And I will say, I know right now there's some black bars that I got to fix here, but I will get that fixed. I forgot to do that. Probably spent like, damn, it's 2 o'clock already. I got in at 10. I try to set this up. I got a little new setup here, and I try to set it all up. And I had to update so many softwares. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. So, I'm sorry. I'm gonna work on it. But yeah, so let's kind of watch some of her videos, and I'm gonna just kind of go over what are some of the things that I like about this. So already, she's showing us like I don't even know how to like word it. Like, I just like how she's showing us the main point of going to the park and everything like that. And it's nothing crazy. She can tell. Yeah, she's hand holding it, just zooming in, punching in manually. And that's what I like that. I think that like on the platform with that is YouTube, we're really kind of switching to that kind of honest. That's what it is. It like it because it's not so high production. It just feels honest. It just feels like it's like a legit somebody's trip as they're doing it. That's the honesty about it, right? You watch it, and it's like they're literally telling you how they feel in the moment while they're in the moment. They're not, and I could be wrong here. So that's why I'm saying hopefully in the future we can probably get her to come out here. And if you're watching this, we'd love to have you and just kind of talk about this video particularly. and just see if I, how spot on was I. But it feels like this wasn't really, there's no pre-production or anything like that. Maybe you thought about what you were going to do, but you're just telling us how you feel in the moment, if you know what I mean. And there we go. She introduces her companion. I love that. That's another thing that I like right there, right? Without like, 'cause I have a habit of doing this, or where sometimes I'll go to a place and I'll just kind of, because I'll write my stuff before I make my videos and things like that, but I will kind of like very commercially be like telling you something like that. So, for instance, she lets us know that there's a laundry room, just by saying like that's something that she needs. So she's not saying, oh, this place is wonderful, it's like, it's got XYZ and then it has a laundry. No, 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 she's here because she has to do laundry.
It's 4 miles in, but it's like a curvy, windy road, steep. So I'm not sure.
One thing I will say, I don't know, just me personally, if I could give notes, I'd like to see, because we're about a minute and 21 seconds in, and it's kind of been the same kind of static shot for a while. I would like to see maybe different angles or something like that. Um, Even when she kind of talks about like how she went, and because I get it, and if you're watching this again, sometimes I'll go places and maybe you weren't recording it. So, but if you do have like archive footage that you did on your last trip where it was snowing and things like that, I think that could have been a good opportunity for you to kind of cut into that stuff a little bit. But I just feel like maybe, a minute and 21 seconds in and we're still in the same shot.
I
I don't know,
guess so. Maybe.
something else. Okay. Nice little effect edit.
Okay, I'm gonna eat breakfast. I'm hungry. It's already what, 10:30? I haven't eaten. Who knew that you could do laundry here? I was here last year and I didn't even know there was a laundry facility here.
And again, I like this because it, what, well, 581 for diesel, oops, is it's that's pricey. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty pricey. But I like that you're showing us the campground. It looks like there's a camp store. And again, bringing us along the journey here. There's the laundry machine, the laundromat. And honestly, personally, I know that like I'm sure some people could be like, "Oh man, she should have set a tripod out and like recorded herself." I kind of like that she's not doing that. I like it because you just see it so much. It's just nice to see a variety of just different things. You know what I mean? Got to go with the puppy shot. Nice puppy shot. Views. I'm assuming that's your rig. And then, yep. I'm not gonna lie. Oof. It's a state park though. It's a state park. I know it's a state park, but oh my God. That literally is an old shower there. So, okay. Kind of giving us a little inside look about what she deals with as far as like with her dog and stuff. Maybe, there we go. Yeah. A cut was probably needed. And again, just doing my laundry. So again, subconsciously, she's like telling us, "Hey, look at this. I'm doing laundry, and look at my views." Right? Yeah, I didn't really bring it up, but let's kind of. I say that in the way of like, I'll pull it up real quick. I did read your bio, by the way, Anne. And where is it at? This is it right here. You know, you kind of talk about how you're full time living in this thing, and you're well. Let's see. So based off what it says, you're full time living with your senior dog named Roxy, and then if we watch your videos, we'll see why you named her Bossy. You started your channel to document your travels and share your adventures on the road. Over time, you have created a wonderful, like-minded community that supports, encourages, and joins in on daily and weekly life adventures. Again, very simply put, Anne is creating videos that show you, you know, what it's like to step out from, in my opinion, your typical day in you know, of what most Americans will have, right? Probably a lot of us do laundry in a room of some sort with no views, but not Anne. Anne does laundry and she gets to see a deer with her little doe. I encourage you to view your life as a daily adventure as well. See, I like that. That's why I was when I saw your video, I went and clicked on your on your bio, and when I read your bio, I was like, okay, I would love to get. And then that's when I saw your email, and I was like, you know what? If she has her email out there, I'm sure she probably wouldn't mind being contacted. So that's kind of why. That's how the whole idea came to fruition, right? Or the concept did, anyways. Dang, your zoom. What I wonder. Well, yeah, you got some room on that lens, depending on whatever lens you're using. Unless you're using like a digital camera that has a telescopic zoom on it. But I mean, it moves quick, so I don't even know if that is. I don't know. But there's no. I don't hear a clicking noise, so I don't think you're doing a lens. So I'm assuming that you have a camera that will zoom in. Because I can tell you're doing it on camera. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're telling us. I don't know. Are you either filming while you're driving or are you using a 360 camera? I honestly can't tell. But if you are using a 360 camera, which I'm just assuming based off of your the videos that you have on your page that you're comfortable with speaking to the camera. I could be wrong, but I would like to see a little bit of that. I know in the video there's not really that at all, but I'd like to see that. Kind of like a captain's log thing, you know? Wait, hopefully you guys can. Oh,
So,
no way. You guys couldn't
oh
hear
my
it. Oh.
gosh, a cyclist. Dude, you're nuts. And he's old.
All right, technical difficulties right now. Let me just run to my stream real quick. I can't. Oh, well. Yeah, you guys probably couldn't hear what was being said. I do apologize, but hey, I'm rusty, all right?
Too, he's got white hair.
All right, here we go.
Well, good for him. Good for him. Check off everything off your bucket list before you kick the bucket. Wow, look how beautiful.
Oh, yeah. This
Slow
is,
down, slow your roll, Anna. It's red
I mean,
rocks.
the views here
What?
are crazy good.
What is that?
How, yeah, and I hope I do get the opportunity to talk to you because if you are, I don't know, something tells me that you might have a 360 cam. I don't for sure know, but if you're manning the camera and driving at the same time, that's a skill set.
Never seen that.
That's cool. And I've been, like I said, I've been to Mesa Verde, but I don't remember seeing that. That might be
Hmm.
new, or maybe I don't know. Oh, now you're in Utah. Oh, okay. Valley of the Gods.
Last time I was here, this was dirt. I mean, like a little river. It's all dried up. Just whatever you do, don't stop. Don't stop. That was easy. That was really easy. I've been on there.
Nice. Hold on. Quarters, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get them. I forgot. I forgot.
That's okay. It's just Monday.
Okay.
Let's tell her so she can understand.
Tengo que ir al banco para agarrar coras. No tengo.
Okay. ¿Quieres que hablar en mi casa con la hora?
Si quieres, sí. ¿Sí está bien?
Sí, yo la puedo
Ok.
hablar.
Entonces sí, por favor. Y gracias. She's just gonna take them home and do it at her house. I gotta get those quarters. Okay. I'm sorry
You
about
were
that.
purple format.
Huh?
You were purple format.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the word quarters, but that's all I understood.
Yeah, I got to get those quarters. I honestly, the thing is, I got to take Erica to get them. So
Oh, because she's on the thing.
yeah, she's on that for the bank stuff. So
Yeah. Do you know when I went down there to get that thing notarized for y'all, that their doors were closed? They had to walk you in.
yeah,
They don't just let you in.
no, that one is the drive-through only unless you need something, and they'll let you go in.
And I'm like,
Yeah, I guess that since the pandemic, they never stopped doing that because it used to be you could tell that they'd let people in there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, okay.
but who knows? Maybe because they don't have to have as many like manpower
Yeah.
if they just have the drive-through running. So yeah,
So she's just gonna do it at her house.
yeah. Thank you.
I was just like, it's got stall my engine. This is the group.
Also, I want to say I'm curious and creative. You made the creative choice here to go with no music. I don't know. I haven't watched any of your other previous videos. I've only watched this one. I'm just curious. I wonder is that intentional or just I would love to know why that's the case.
Here. Let's see if I have a cell signal. I have great phone reception right here. It came up 5G and also I think
Beautiful views.
3,000. So I might stay here longer than a night. We'll see.
I believe that's. Oh no, there's still some left.
Right here. This is like the group camping spot. It's beautiful. Okay, I gotta take Roxy out. She has not gone out in a while. Even though the road is right there, you don't hear it. I'm ready for a nice cold drink.
I think you are manning the camera while you drive.
5:55.
Again, impressive.
Good timing. Well, I said that I don't drink alone. I guess I'm breaking that rule because it's beer 30.
Beer 30. So you do use music for your end credits and stuff, and she shouts out all her supporters and things like that, which I think is really nice. Yeah. If we ever get the chance to talk, I would love to kind of know what was kind of like the creative choice on not using music or anything like that. But yeah, that's Anne's adventure. Here, let me pull her up real quick so you guys can check her out. So that's Anne's adventure. She has about 1.7. She has 1,700 videos uploaded. Let me see. What's her oldest video? So she's been doing this for about she's been on this channel for about 3 years here. So about looks like yeah. So 3 years ago, based on this title, she started making videos, and I wonder if you were doing that. Probably maybe when you also started doing RV life. So, but yeah, that's Anne right there. Now this is the part where that was the only part that I had prepared for today. Now this is where we're gonna actually go in and look for different. Well, let's see. You know what I wish YouTube would do? Like for instance, I'll show you. Watch on Apple Music, and I'm sure it does it on Spotify too. If you let's say click on an artist, right? Let's say this guy. Um, Let me see. Let's say I go and show an Apple Music. So what I wish YouTube, hey YouTube, if you're watching, take this idea here. What you can do like on Apple Music is you can do something called like similar artists, and then it'll recommend stuff to you. I wish that YouTube would do something like that. Maybe like here, or give the creators options to do it. I don't know if it is or not, and just be able to like look up people that might be similar to the type of content that they make. I feel like that would make it a lot easier to find different creators. Because yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So what we'll end up doing is just going to the homepage and see and hope that we get another RV video. Oh, look at that. I'm right there on my own feed. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's because, oh, yeah. That's okay. Let me see here. Let's try to see if we can find another RV content creator. If not, I'll just type it in. No. Oh, here we go. Quietly quitting society to live van life. All right. I don't know. Do you guys personally? I like to look for people that have like not a lot of views. I don't know. As a small creator, I like supporting other small creators. So this one right here, super clickbaity, but I'm gonna pass on it just because she's got 70K. She don't need our help. Um, I want to find. I like finding small content creators. You know what I mean? I spent 5 days alone in Yosemite, backpack with no experience. Um, let's see here. Like this guy right here, lost in Alaska. Let's actually click on that one.
Most travelers avoid the Denali Highway, facing the
our favorite camping spot on the Denali Highway, and one of my favorite
Wait,
in all of
what?
Alaska. This is clear.
Let me go back.
Most travelers avoid the Denali Highway, facing the
our favorite camping spot on the Denali
Yeah, he
Highway.
edited it
One
like
of
that.
my favorite in all of Alaska. This is Clearwater Creek on the Denali Highway.
I wonder if
I've
he even
got
knows
my
that he
wife
did
with
that.
me. Things are as good as it gets right now. I want to do some fishing before dark. One of the best grayling spots that I know of is right there.
Hurry up and catch a fish or we're going to starve to death tonight. We're in the backwoods of Alaska with no food.
This is day one of a 14-day trip.
All right, use this Google
We're
map
leaving
to
the
show you where
Denali
we're at.
Highway.
That's
We're
cool.
getting-
I like
we're-
that. See, and that's why I like doing this because that's something that Ann didn't do, and maybe that would be something that y'all could do. I understand sometimes for security purposes you might not want to do that, but I like that this guy did
Delta
that.
Junction, and then over to Tok, Alaska, TOK, Tok, and then after
He's
that,
visually
we're headed up
showing
to
us
Chicken, the famous Chicken, Alaska. And then after that,
how he's
we'll
doing
head
that.
over into the Yukon territory of Canada, and we'll spend the night in the famous and historic gold rush town of Dawson City, Yukon. And I will show you everything there is to see, and then we'll turn around and head all the way back down the highway to the absolutely beautiful place called Valdez, Alaska. 14 days on the highway, all with Living My Alaska.
I think I've
This
heard
is
of
day
Valdez
one.
actually.
So much more to come.
Oh, that's cool. He put his camera on his rod. I like that. I like how he's experimenting with cameras and like rig. That would be like a rig setup. I like how he's doing that. He's rigging it up to his fishing pole, and he's just trying, right? He's just being creative, and he's just trying to go out for different shots. Unless he's done it before, I've never seen his stuff before, but even then, he got to this point, right?
We had a wonderful spot to camp overnight. I did some fishing and failed. I put this camera in the water, and you can see the fish right there, and they would not bite, and I'm angry at them. I know you're in there. We have another beautiful day
Good
on the
person.
highway. We're headed to
What?
Paxton and then up to
Living. What? I don't even know what his name. Did he say what his name was in the beginning? Oh, he doesn't even have a comment. We're fixing that.
Delta Junction today, famous little town. Let's go.
Yeah, good. He's got a personality. Here we go with the music. Drone shot. Drone shot. Yeah, I like that. I'm sure he has his wife holding the camera.
We're on Denali Highway, and I think this is going to be our lunch spot. Not a bad place. Random
Yeah, he's definitely droning it up.
Denali Highway. Cloudy.
I like
July
it.
day. What is that?
It's Christmas.
There you go.
In July.
That is some
Christmas.
randomness
Yeah.
on the side of Denali Highway.
Yeah, so,
Somebody decorated a tree.
2 trees.
All right.
That's hilarious.
Already getting ready. Oh, okay.
Somebody took the time to decorate.
In July? How old is this video?
Somebody's photo in there.
12 days old? Okay, so. I mean, hey, I'm not knocking it. Sometimes I know it'll take a while to edit a video.
Stay safe, I'll stay free. Oh, I like that. And some randomness on this tree.
That's ridiculous.
That's
Gold
cool.
Bellamy and Sons, Charlotte, North Carolina. So it looks like everybody's just sort of stopped and
Decorated it.
Oh, you need a pink flamingo, of course.
Of course.
I'm afraid to touch some of this. I don't know. Look, Arian. Look, wife. It says registered nurse.
Yep.
It would not be so interesting, but for the fact. For lunch on the Denali Highway.
Why do you, I don't, are you doing that on purpose? Do that, let me see. Those are really abrupt cuts. Just to give you like some pointers and stuff. The only thing about that is, so especially in the beginning, right? In the beginning, and these are just notes, right? You can do whatever you want. They're your videos. I'm just telling you, as somebody who's edited videos for a couple years. I used to get paid to do that. Your those types of abrupt edits and stuff like that. I don't know if it's intentional. Again, I would love to see if we could talk about that. But you're creating this world for us, right? So, and you're bringing us into your world. And when you do those types of things, it's almost like the equivalent of like if you were driving a car with somebody who's driving a standard car, and if they go to shift into like third gear, anyone who's in the car, if they start hearing that clonk and the grind, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that doesn't sound right." That's what's happening here. So you're bringing us into your world, but when things like that happen, it almost like wakes you up. Again, I'm not sure if you're doing that on purpose or what happened.
It would not be so interesting, but for the fact. For lunch on.
Yeah, because there's no way that, I mean, I don't know. I wonder what happened there because, like I said, mid-conversation, you're literally in the middle of a sentence and you just cut.
But for the fact. For lunch on the Denali Highway, one of the many benefits of having a camper van, refrigerator, countertop.
I don't know why you did that.
Perfectly set up, ready to use camper anytime, and a wife. That's good to have. On the horizon, beautiful lake, no one around. We haven't seen any.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna first of all switch my account. That means we're gonna end up getting commercials, but that's fine. Uh-oh.
One of the benefits, one of the many.
And yeah.
Benefits of having a camper van, refrigerator, countertop, microwave, perfectly set up, ready to use camper anytime.
Let's see. Watching your videos and Branson MO. I'm just gonna I'm gonna ask you on chat or on a comment. I was wondering why some of your cuts were well, no, I don't want to be rude. Uh, let's start by make okay. Let's like give a compliment first. I really like the scenery that you're in. I think that's the one we want to go for. I'm gonna ask the only van life in AK. Is it AK? Well, I'm gonna just spell it 'cause I don't know. Alaska. I was also wondering with your edits, how come you cut, let's see, cut, how come you make cuts mid-sentence? I don't know if you were aware of that. I am watching your videos as a form to study other creators and was curious. Hopefully, if he understands that I'm doing that, he, I don't know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm a learner here, and I'm just curious to see what his, maybe he has a reason why he's doing that. I
And
don't know.
that's good to have.
On the horizon, beautiful lake, no one around. We haven't seen any wildlife, but we've seen lots of
Oh,
cars.
yeah, dude. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't think about. Yeah, you got to be careful out there in Alaska because, yeah, you could be mauled by just about anything, I feel like.
Wild Alaskan mosquito. All blueberry bushes around here. And
Damn, that's
this
cool.
Willow. This is a young willow.
Which, where there's blueberries, there's bears.
This stuff here, this is what moose live on all year. This stuff.
That's cool that you know that. That kind of lets me know that you probably go
Sights
either
and
from
sounds of wild
Alaska or do you go there
Nothing out
often?
here. This is as wild as it gets. In the winter, it gets below zero in here in deep snow. Absolutely buried. In the summer, it's generally mostly untouched. Grizzly bears, wolves, moose, caribou. This is their home. If you're watching for wildlife, if you stay here out here long enough, you
So there are bears, I told you. Where there's blueberries, there are bears. That's nice. Personally, I do like that. You know, my wife likes to do these types of shots, and I'm always like, no, that's not authentic. That's not real. I'm not brave like that, you know. But here recently, I have been changing a little bit, but to me, I know it's a real moment, but the minute that I start recording, it's something that I kind of like struggle with. Is that now it just feels like, no, now I'm doing it for the camera. I can feel the presence of the camera, but it is authentic, right? Like, I'm sure if there was no cameras there, you are holding your wife that way. But I think it's very brave of you to be able to like record that because, you know, something I wish I could do is go back in time and have that courage just so that I could just have those memories, you know what I mean? Like, just remember that me and my wife used to hold each other on maybe like a view like this or something. So I actually like that. I really do appreciate that you do stuff like that. And I hope you do more of that stuff too, by the way. Okay.
When we are reaching the end of the Denali Highway, we are in Paxson, Alaska, Paxon, Paxson, mile marker 1 of the Denali Highway.
So you're going into
Day 2
Alaska
of our
right now.
adventure, and from here we're headed north.
Again, I don't know. I wrote a comment, and I don't know if maybe you get to go back and see this on replay. But if you respond to me on the comment, I want to see if I can shoot you an email. Well, yeah, I want to see if I can shoot you an email actually after this video.
Town of Delta Junction. We're
If you're
very
ever in the
glad to be
Branson
back on
area, I'd
pavement
love to
about
host
40
you,
miles
dude.
south of Delta Junction. There is this really cool spot, one of the rare places where you can actually walk up and touch the pipeline. And it's not something you can just do anywhere.
Oh,
This is
wow.
the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. Goes from the northern slope in the Arctic all the way down to Valdez. I'm amazed they actually have to do this and tell people don't climb on the freaking pipeline, folks. This is absolutely incredible. What an amazing thing. This is an absolutely impressive feat of engineering. Those towers you see on each side of the pipeline are
That's
for
cool.
temperature regulation.
I like that you did this because personally, I think that if I were, because I've never been to Alaska, but if I were to go to Alaska, I don't even think it would, just because you have the information that you have, I might not have thought that it would be as interesting. So you managed to, with the knowledge that you have about this, is, refer to the engineering and how difficult it is to have something like this. And I mean, I don't know if you're going to talk about it, but I know the importance of the pipeline as far as for like the United States and stuff. So I think that's cool. I really like how, and again, that's why I love watching videos like this. It's just, a creator might be like, "Oh, no, that's not interesting enough for views," and they get lost in the sauce. But you, as a creator, as a genuine artist, that's something that you find interesting, and that's your honesty there. You're letting us know that you find that interesting, and because you find it interesting, I then say, "Hey, you know what? I never thought about that being a talking point."
Which is a brilliant design. In the winter and in the summer, this ground flexes, and that's what all this is for. It's
Oh
allowing the
wow!
pipeline to
See,
shift and move under the ground or on top of the ground. Crude
I
oil
never would have
began
known
flowing
that.
through the taps in 1979. Oil production peaked in 1988. 2 million barrels of oil per day traveled through this pipeline. That is incredible. It takes
Whoa!
about 4.5
How do you
days
even know
from
that?
Prudhoe Bay to Valdez, Alaska. Let's just have a look at the pipeline facts. 800 miles long,
Oh, okay.
48 inches around. It crosses 3 mountain ranges and over 500 rivers. It cost $8 billion in 1977 to build. Construction
Dang.
started in 1975, March 1975.
Getting close to Delta Junction, Alaska, and this is the
Maybe you
entrance
read it
to
on
the
there. I don't
famous
know, but either way, it sounds
U.S.
cool
Army
that you're
Fort
talking
Greely.
about
One
that.
of the oldest roadhouses in Alaska, and definitely one of the oldest still operational, the Sullivan Roadhouse here in Delta Junction, Alaska.
What is that?
And it sat there until 1990.
That right there, what you're doing, going to a museum like that, that's something that I would personally do. I like that you're bringing us along. Yeah, showing us kind of how maybe some Alaskan people would be living back in the day. I like that. And then that's a solve for snow, right? I think.
Bird, not Dawn, the mosquito. Oh, the mosquito. Delta Junction's giant mosquitoes, famous giant mosquitoes.
That's cool.
Delta Junction,
That's
Alaska,
nice
is the
art.
northern terminus of the Alaskan Highway. The highway was constructed World War II, military supply route, 1942. End of the Alaska Highway, 1,422 miles. And that's the famous pig. The pig is what they use to clean the Alaskan pipeline. Goes through
Oh,
that
that's
pipe.
cool.
This is the Old Alaskan Roadhouse Museum. Sullivan
How rough
Roadhouse.
was the Alaskan Highway?
Really
I've
cute
heard it's
little
pretty
campsite.
rough.
Camp night.
Yeah, I mean, but you're
2
set up for it. Look
on
at that,
10th
dude.
Adventure. We're in Delta Junction, Alaska, and this is
Look
the
at those
state park
tires.
here in Delta Junction. What a lovely spot. Check out the big camper van in back of us. $15 per night. You pay at the front, pick whatever site you want. It's dry sites. There's no water. There's no sewer or anything fancy like that. Really cute little campsite. Every site has its own fire pit, and looks like they've packed in firewood in every spot. Vault toilets right here. So much more to share with you as we make our way around Alaska.
All right, let's go to. I'm gonna go to your page. I want to read your bio.
My name is.
Oh, but you have this. Let's look at
And
this.
this is my wife.
Let me go back.
My name is Bennett, and this is my
Bennett.
wife. Her name is Dawn. To us, living in Alaska is about the naturally wild, stunningly beautiful, and shockingly deadly place that we call home.
Oh yeah. So again, then I'm not gonna cold email you. I'm just because I'm assuming that you're mostly in Alaska. It looks like.
Alaska teaches us who we are as we pursue the hunt,
the harvest, the homestead, and the adventure. These
That's
are our
cool.
stories. This is how we are living my Alaska.
I like that. That's a nice little intro. Let's see here. What do we got for so Living My Alaska bridges the dream of Alaska with reality, sharing our authentic journey of old souls living in modern world and the last frontier. Guided by faith and passion for the hunt, harvest, homestead, and adventures. Living My Alaska is a beacon of inspiration for those who feel out of place by the modern world, proving that a life of faith, self-resilience, or self-reliance, and adventure is not a relic of the past, but a vibrant and achievable reality today. All right, and you have looks like you got Twitter and Instagram and Amazon, Walmart, and you're powered by Starlink. That's cool, dude. Let's go to your videos here. Okay, so that video is pretty recent, so okay. But yeah, mostly, yeah, you did mention that you're gonna go to I guess like the gold panhandling capital or something like that. So that's cool. Like 552 videos. So you've been doing this for a minute too. Let's go to your oldest videos here. About a year ago. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Looks like you do some homesteading stuff too. Okay, so Trout and Coffee, these guys honestly are pretty good. Actually, yeah. Well, 30-minute video. I don't know if you want to watch a 30-minute video, but I kind of want to show you them. Actually, no, let's see this guy right here. Trinity River. Wait, no. That's not RVing. Let me see what else we have here. Any RVing stuff? Oh, I got recommended on my new channel by that. Looking for some small creators. Staying in the KOA Grant. Ooh, this guy's pretty cool. 17 minutes. Let's see what he's got to say.
We're making our way to Saskatchewan.
Oh no, Ohio.
All right, here. That needs.
No. All right, we're not moving yet. Does that make sense?
Okay, you want me to get the stuff out of my pockets?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Car keys. Wallet. I don't know where my phone is.
Okay.
That was something that's been missing all morning. Boo-boo.
Interesting intro.
Okay, are there more batteries in here?
What did you say? What? We're searching for my GoPro batteries so we can film the drive to Ohio.
Okay, are there more batteries in here? Because I thought I put a bunch of batteries in here.
That's a GoPro battery.
Okay.
Mama Boo Boo moves Boo Boo stuff and Boo Boo loses all his
That's actually not true. You keep leaving everywhere, dude. Here. There's one GoPro battery, but I thought I put more in the side pocket. But they seem to be
Pretty, I mean, again, so what I would like to see differently, just, again, just trying to be 100% honest with you. I'm not, so you're saying that you're staying in the KOA campground of the year. And I mean, just again, these are my notes. You don't have to take them. I'm just saying. I wish we could see that. You could tease it a little bit. Because honestly, here, I don't even know what I'm getting into. I don't know where we're going with this. I'm gonna skip around right now, but it does show us a little bit of personality, and I'm sure maybe that's kind of what you're going for, in regards to what we're seeing here with this stuff, right? Kind of showing us what it's like, the chaos of filming and doing what it is that you do. But if that's what you're intending to do, then make a video about that, right? But with this, staying in the KOA campground.
Stop it. How do we have?
5. Today is our last day.
No, it's not.
Tomorrow is our last.
Yeah, see, I'm just naturally, because from watching these, it is. It's one of those things where I find myself wanting to say, okay, let's skip around, and then when do we get to the part where he says he's going to go to the? Oh, that's sick. You have an Airstream. And then, okay. So now here we are, 8 minutes into your video, which is about halfway into it. Then we get to the what we came here for the video, right? You know, another thing you could do is just change the title, maybe. I don't know. And these notes are just to help you out, you know, because some people would just click off and just say, okay, next video. But me, I want to keep seeing what you got, just because I like to see what other people, other creators are doing. I mean, even here, honestly. So what exactly is going on here? So you, and again, I know I jumped around. And it looks like you're giving us your road trip. Let's see, what does this say here? Okay, so you kind of give us a little bit of some titles there. But this part is very interesting. And again, just putting it together, I'm assuming that the best KOA is in Ohio. It looks, I'm assuming. But we go from, you just show us the underbelly of your, hold on. Oh, you're leveling. Okay. I didn't even realize that, honestly. I honestly didn't even see that. So, and then dissolve fade to, I did not even realize that. What you could do to help me, or to like, I don't know, maybe you could start by centering this section here, and then where my cursor's at, and then cut to this shot here. But this is kind of off to the side. I don't know why, but I was looking at this like leaky pipe here and trying to figure out what this was for. I didn't even realize that you were leveling. Just notes though, you know? You do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, as a viewer, you know, you don't really get this kind of stuff, right? You don't get notes for how a viewer watches your stuff. And I get what this is. I really do. I understand, you know, setting up the Starlink, right? The process of what it's like when you get into, I get the assignment. What are you doing whenever you pull up to an RV park, right? You got to level, you got to set up the internet.
Fire. I want some fire. Turn that around.
No, it's supposed to be on you.
Look, we want fire. Look, they have an outside grill.
That is nice. No, don't show other people's campers.
What?
Don't show other people's campers. These are people's homes.
I have no idea. It's like a jump pad.
Jump off. Do you think they have this?
We have no firewood.
And just so you know, I know I jumped in, but honestly, I'm pretty sure. I'm not saying you have to hold our hand, but like if you were to just talk to the camera and just let us know, like, hey guys, like where are we going right now? You know what I mean? That could kind of help with sticking it, or man, I want you to use my words carefully because I don't want to be offensive or anything like that, but just like to help understand where the story's going, right? Honestly, I would say some of your camera shots are, I don't know.
Firewood. We can make fire.
No.
What?
It's bedtime.
It's not bedtime. It's
It is.
fine.
I think maybe you're going to get firewood. I'm not sure.
I didn't even realize you had a trash bag.
Yeah, I have a trash bag.
That would have been good to know.
I know. Well, apparently they... Hi. It is. Do you pick up trash?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you want to just set it out in front of your car, we'll pick it up.
Okay.
That's crazy.
We like stop an hour before the store closes, but in the morning we set it wherever you want.
Oh my God. Yeah. What service? Thank you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Thanks.
And then also look at you guys have that cool little playground or whatever that trampoline thing is back there. That would have been a good opportunity to kind of really show us the KOA and
Pick
stuff.
up your trash.
That's why you pay $60 a month.
$70.
Or $70 a day.
That much?
Okay. I'm gonna kind of, yeah, because look, looks like you do it here. And I'm gonna tell you something. I know sometimes it's scary going out in front and and recording with the camera and stuff like that. But here, you're giving us a little bit. I don't think you need that dissolve cut, honestly. Usually, and again, just notes here. These are just notes. When you're using a dissolve cut, usually that's kind of to help indicate that that like time has gone by. But if you're still at the same location and you're just trying to show us different things, I feel like yeah, the dissolve cut doesn't really help with that, right? Think of it like it's almost like saying like let's looks like here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you are using chapters, but you would kind of use that to say, okay, cool, like on to the next thing, right? To the next chapter, but using it while you're still at the same location. Again, when you're editing, it's a language that you're speaking here, and so it, like right there, that might have been a good cut. But using it back to back like that, oh, it looks like you're gonna keep. Okay. So, and again, are we in the KOA or did you guys go somewhere else? Okay, now I know that we are in the KOA.
Could you pay attention? That's not going crazy.
And again, the authenticity of bringing us along, not doing anything where, you're Mr. Beasting it and everything. You don't have to do all that, but still, I think you kind of, if I was hanging out with you, try to think of it like that. If I was hanging out with you, you wouldn't just bring me along and just say, "Hey, follow me," right? No, you'd talk to me. You would tell me maybe like, let's say like this room for instance, right? If we walk into this room, you might come over to like right here. We have a puzzle piece that got framed up. Maybe you would be like, Imani, what's up, Imani? Maybe you would go up to that frame there and comment on that. Imani, welcome in. We are just kind of scrolling through YouTube today, looking at small content creators and looking at how they create content on YouTube, and hopefully we could invite some of these people. Try to see if I can, cold email them and then invite them over to Hideaway Branson and collaborate with them. They're creators. I'm a creator. They're living the RV lifestyle. I'm also living the RV lifestyle. But welcome in. Tell me what you think. If you have any notes, I spent about probably like 4 hours setting up the stream. Everything was outdated and everything. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you're watching on mobile or on TV or desktop. I'm actually curious to know what you're watching on. But thank you for having us here. We're watching this guy, by the way, just to catch you up. We are watching Restless Blockhead. And we'll kind of go to his channel real quick, but there's some notes here that I'd like to see. Heck yeah, thoughts on interviews. I'm on the laptop. Why does it keep ringing whenever you come in? I gotta fix that. Thoughts on interviews? Yeah, so that's what I would love to see. Obviously, some people might be against it, but if we can get people to come out here, we can interview, break down some of their videos, and just kind of talk and just create that type of content here. Again, we'll see what this thing turns into. That's the idea, but sometimes you follow one idea, and something else presents itself, and we get some better ideas. So let's watch these guys. They're at a KOA, I think in Ohio. They never tell us, and that's kind of some of the things that I'm just kind of. Those are my notes that I have for them, right? And I actually skipped some of their videos just because it's a lot of this, right? A lot of chest shots. Honestly, I really think that you could cut this down. This 17-minute video could definitely get cut down by quite a bit. Personally, I feel like. And so, oh, is this his mom? I thought this was his. Huh. All right, let's kind of. I'm gonna go to his page real quick. I just want to. Um, so let's see his description real quick. Welcome to Restless Blockhead, a creative hub where the journey is just as important as the destination. Our outlet is songwriting, but our process, tips, and but our process. Whoa, what? Our outlet is songwriting, but our process, tips, and behind the scenes insights are tools any artist can use. I got it. Whether you paint, write, film, or create in any medium, join us for in-depth looks at arts of songcraft, real-time creation sessions, and honest conversations about the high, lows, and breakthroughs of making something from nothing. If you're chasing inspiration, build your skills, or just love seeing creativity in action, you're in the right place. Okay, I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I do like that. That's a pretty cool bio. And let me go to his videos. And that is his most recent video. Okay. I'm just curious. And then his oldest video looks like he started doing this about 2 years ago. So that's cool. Yeah, so he's been doing this for a minute. Latest video. So this one's about 3 days old. Oh, I'm gonna write a comment on that. Let's see. Ohio? I wonder if he would come down, honestly. Let's give him a thumbs up. And give him a comment. Hey, what's up? Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see what I'm writing, right? Saw your video. Wait, no, let me see. I'm gonna say, hey, what's up? Your video was recommended to me on my feed. I'm also an RV traveler. Do you guys do this full time? Question mark. Let's see what he says. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I have to use the restroom, but I'll hold it for a little bit. Let's see, notifications. No, okay. So that's what we're doing, E-Money. We're just watching some of these. I will say I'm kind of like profiling. I'm picking small creators, just because you know I'm a small creator, and that's kind of who I want to work with for now. And I don't know. I think that when you watch small creators because they're not doing what everybody else is already doing, you can learn stuff. You can watch new techniques, new storytelling styles, and things like that. So that's kind of what That's why I'm purposely picking these people. I actually spam text. These guys here, Trout and Coffee, I've been watching them for a while. And just, again, these guys are pretty professional at it. They're very creative and something that probably I even strive to kind of get to. But I like their video format. It's brilliant, and I'd love to see these creators come through. I know, so would I. I really honestly would. Actually, hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna do something real quick because it keeps making that noise when you the noise that keeps coming in. I don't know if you can you hear the noise, E-Money? Anytime you hit chat, does it make a noise? Because if it does, I want to take that off. If it doesn't, I want to leave it on so I know when people are commenting or in the chat. Let me see here. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Do you hear it? Let me know. Also, do you like when right here, like a ding noise? Yeah. I try to make it look like kind of like old school 1990s AOL. Not anymore. Oh, you don't hear the noise anymore? Well, if you don't hear it, I hear it. Here, type something in one more time. I'll know actually right now. Because if it's doing that, I want to be able to hear it so that I know when yeah, you hear it? Okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for that noise, I probably wouldn't have even known that you were chatting until now. All right, that should have fixed it. There we go. But these guys right here, I want to share these guys with you. It didn't go away. Yeah, I don't know. Again, work in progress. I might have to wait until afterwards, after the stream, to fix it. I think so. Let's see. Chat box, chatty, chat box. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait until afterwards, I guess. Dashboard, recent events. All right, let me close this and show you these guys right here. This how. So he's shooting through a leaf. Okay, that's cool. Dude, these guys, I'm telling you. And just so you know, when I'm giving you guys notes, I'm not saying to copy these guys and do what these guys are doing, but I'm saying get inspired by these guys. You know what I mean? Like, take something from what they're doing, whether it's the way that they're shooting, the way that they tell stories, the way that they're editing, and start trying to apply it a bit to what you're doing, right? And then boom. So we have the soundtrack in the back. It's just nice nature, river running. They're sucking us into their world. And then, whoa, the music starts. Oh, those, yo. And yeah, everybody, I mean, those colors, the colors. He has a color palette.
I'm gonna go get some firewood.
See, by the way, I think what was it? Something I know, Blockhead, right? He is recording the way you were, but instead of putting the footage, what he did was he just captured the audio, and he says, "I'm gonna go grab fire," and he actually says that before. That's called a J cut. Okay, so he puts the audio first. He says he's gonna go get fire, and then boom, he cuts to us actually accompanying him to go get fire. So we know what we're doing, right? So then I know he's going to get fire, but now I'm watching how he goes to get there, right? If he chooses to show us that, which I don't think he is. But let's see.
It was late September, and fall was moving in swift.
Hey, and I'm going to tell you something right now. You don't have to do this type of voiceover thing. I personally do like it. Some people might not. Some people might find it cheesy or whatever. But this is still, he's talking to us. He's letting us know what's happening. It's not
There was
just...
still time before the big show here in southern New England.
Here in southern New England. Okay, so we're in New England. And by the way, just to show you, this guy has almost 400,000 subscribers. I have seen him before, but maybe this might be the first time that you're doing that, right? And he is still telling us where he's at. He's not letting that number get to his head or anything like that, but he's still talking to us like we might not know where it is. I think it's pretty good, especially when you have new people watching your videos.
I had planned a big trip for my recently acquired 1962 Plymouth Valiant, but a drive shaft issue meant we might have to take one of the other chariots.
He's definitely doing some handheld.
The 71 air-cooled V-dub.
Yeah, the shots that he has here. Is he cleaning that up with...
changed the oil and adjusted the valves.
Apple vinegar? Yeah, and I think he just made his own gasket.
Normally the leaves wouldn't reach
Yeah, this guy's
peak color
badass.
until the first or second week in October. But after some research, I thought we might be able to catch it early in a place we had never been in the fall.
Nice. Grows his own food.
How could you be that sweet, Brittany? How could you be such a sweet?
It's such a
So on
vibe,
a cold,
these guys.
beautiful Sunday morning, we locked and loaded and shot off.
And even with Ann's videos, see how he kind of has different shots? That's kind of something that I was talking about earlier that you could try out or experiment with, see how you like it, see how you would do it differently and things like that. I think that's, it just, because, when people are watching these videos and stuff, you want to make sure that you are feeding the brain, right? The viewer's brain, you're feeding them information, whether that's with music, with sounds, whether that's visually, or and those are going to be the two main ways. I'm hiking up my socks, by the way. Those are the two main ways that you're really kind of feeding the brain, the viewer's brain, is through sight and sound, right? So you're not just giving them all this detail at once. You're giving them a little bit and a little. It's like breadcrumbs, and you're leading them in. This is nice. Yeah, E-Money, I would agree. This is really good stuff right here. And I just like to, again, now we're really getting this part. I would say not to worry too much about, because this is kind of, once you start mastering the basics, then you can worry about details like the fact that this guy actually has a color palette within his video. So notice that he is talking about fall. And if you look here, what are we getting? We're getting a lot of those orange hues, right? Those orange colors and things like that. That, I honestly think, that's like when you're really like got your basics mastered. Should you worry about that? And the reason why I'm telling you that is because as a new cinematographer, when I first started out, I was trying to do everything. And I really would almost, how would I say? I want to say like, I want to, like, metaphorically crippled myself to where I would be shooting videos and a shot wouldn't be good enough, right? Because I would be paying attention to all these things and then I would make nothing. I probably did that for about 2 years when I could have been doing what a lot of these people are doing now. Is they're just like, hey, I'm just going to grab the camera, I'm going to shoot stuff, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to put it out. So, I definitely would say that type of bravery is something that me personally I appreciate. I wish I would have done that. But eventually, I did get to a point where I was comfortable with posting and things like that. But yes, once you get to this skill set, I think that uploading, or once you get to the skill set, paying attention to even color palettes, and making sure stuff is like, it's like whenever you're wearing clothes, right? Like, you want to make sure that you're coordinated with colors and stuff. Being able to do that as a cinematographer, it's a skill set. It's cool. Maybe some people might not notice it. They're just gonna say, I don't know why I love these shots, but that's kind of the psychology to it. That's what's happening. I mean, look at it, everything about it. And it almost makes you wonder, did this guy really not have the ability to drive that other car, or did he pick this car because it's orange and it would go with the color palette of everything that he's doing, right? What nature's already doing. And he's essentially telling us that he's letting nature inspire him. Because look at that, that's a season. That's what he's seeing right now. So whether he knows it or not, he's doing it because that's just, that's what he's seeing so much of. Also, E-Money, tell me what do you think about this new setup now that we came here from Twitch? What are you thinking? Hopefully you're loving it. I know there's these black bars that's down here and then over this way. I'm going to have to put something, I'll have to make something up. I'll have to whip something up and put it on there for sometime later. But, I think I like what we're cooking with here. And I like how it acknowledges you down there over in this little corner here that you're here. So I think that's cool.
But not long into the drive,
Golly.
we started seeing
Makes me want to
bare
go there.
and gray patches, which was very strange for September. It had us nervous about what we'd find.
That's
the further
September? No complaints. Audio's good, and so far, so good. Glad you showed up. Thank you, Imani. Oh, yeah. That's a cool shot.
But there were still areas that were right on schedule. Though no matter where you looked, the gray was more present than any year past.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shots. And again, it's just trees. Trees galore. Wow. And do you hear the motor? You see, look, let's go back a little bit, okay? This is what I mean by giving us detail. There's music playing. You don't hear a car, but you'll notice one thing. You're going to hear the engine before you see the car, okay? Listen. And again, I don't know. I'm assuming that's what he did. Let me see. There it is. It's slowly coming up a little bit. And he even, this is another thing that he does with the sound. It's very, he's not just throwing it in there. He's very musical with it. So there's a beat. There's a cadence going on. And it's almost like an instrument. The car comes in. And then we see the car. It's a language that he's talking. He cuts to the next scene, and then that same noise. It's not a different noise. It's the same thing that continues to go. It makes it feel like it's seamlessly stitched. And still going. He must have probably recorded that afterwards, and he put it in there, because I promise you. Yeah. Wow, this is a beautiful shot right here. Really beautiful. Yeah, these guys are not gonna lie. Sometimes it doesn't hurt, honestly, to just study. Because now, watching you guys, a lot of this stuff. By the way, you know, with a lot of the things that I was talking to you guys about earlier, and you know, I just want to let you know that we all start somewhere. I do understand that, but I personally have, I don't know how to word it, but I closed myself off, right? I stopped streaming. I stopped making videos. I just completely stopped. And just watching a lot of you guys doing what you guys are doing, and even watching something like this, it really does inspire me to kind of want to get back on the horse and you know, and do that. I just want to say that. So I actually am going to add the chat actually right here, because it's not on this. Imani, will you do me a favor? Will you put a chat in right now, so that I can figure out where to put this thing in? Just so I can make it the size that it needs to be. I'm probably gonna have to do this, which is pretty small. So I'm gonna have to go in and I wonder if I should put it right. While I got you here, you can kind of help me. Essentially, you're going to be helping me figure out how to set this up. Loving this view. Oh, okay, look at that. That's how big it is. So I can just do that. There we go. You said, I hope we can get some of this at Hideaway. Yeah, no, for real. So I hope the same. I'm hoping the same thing. But yeah, this is beautiful right here. This type of scenery, and I know we're waiting for it over here as well. Thank you for that e-money, by the way.
That would be almost a week in the future.
Some stretches that would normally just be starting to turn towards peak color were already dull.
This is why I want to go to the East Coast, honestly. This is what I picture when I think of the East Coast. And it is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, Branson's got, it's beautiful too. Man, at this point, I'm pretty sure he's color grading to really make some of these oranges pop out. But, I mean, it's just everywhere. With the wood, and there you go again. Wow. I mean, and then just here, he's just kind of just showing us around his whole neighborhood. And, you know, he's guiding us. What do you say?
Normally, peak color wouldn't be for another week or two. And while some hillsides looked pretty good, you'd turn around and the next one would be brown.
What I was going to say is, because I kind of was bringing this up with Anne's video earlier, just wondering why there's no music. Music can be used as kind of like an engine, you know, for your videos, which is the part that will give you kind of motion and momentum, right? And sometimes it's good to have music to just let people know that, like, okay, cool, like, yeah, we're moving along, like a guide almost. And see, videos like this, we're 6 minutes in, and I don't want to stop watching, honestly. It's just that good. That's the thing that I really love about Trout and Coffee. If you've never heard of Trout and Coffee, I highly recommend that maybe you subscribe to them. And I just hit that subscribe button myself, but yeah, man, just hit. You know, it's really really good content. This guy's very colorful. He's very how do I say, he's very creative with the storytelling, even with just like, you know, with just doing voiceovers and things like that. And it really does. It's a, I don't want to say a vibe, but it really is. It has its own personality, right? It has its own uniqueness. That's something that I really like about Trout and Coffee. So shout out to Trout and Coffee. But let's kind of see if we can find some small creators, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing today. So we can chat with them, we can talk with them, we can connect with them. Specifically, because there's a small creator right here, but specifically, we're looking for people in the RV space. I'm looking for people, and if you have anybody that you would like to recommend in the RV space that are content creators, that are small content creators, please throw their channel in the chat section. And I would be happy to check them out. Let's see. If not, what I'm probably going to do is just type in RV small content creator. I don't know if that's going to work, honestly. Let's try it out. RV small content creator. Let's try that. Okay, no. I mean, 888,000 views is not very small. YouTube, I know you're watching this through your AI. We really got to fix that. You know, we got to be able to find these kind of creators, or there's got to be an easier way, in my personal opinion, to be able to find that, you know, especially because I know I'm not the only one that wants to look for small creators and kind of support. Me personally, I can tell you, and I don't mean this to be any like disrespect, but a lot of the times people who are bigger creators isn't because they're like their art. This is my take. This is my personal take, okay? I don't feel like big creators on YouTube are big because of the fact that they're creative artistically. I think that they're more so creative as far as algorithmic, right? So it's a formula. They know what the formula is, and they just kind of they all do the same formula. And so you could have literally these 10 big creators, and their videos are all the same. One of the beautiful things about small creators is that their videos are different, and because they're different, they're not as predictable. Sometimes when you watch a lot of these creators that are making these videos that are like a formula on how to get more views, retention rate, and all that other stuff, it actually does get boring just because it's predictable. But that's my personal opinion. I don't know if you in the chat or in the comment section, if you're watching the replay, I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about that. But me personally, when I see a lot of these guys, a lot of the stuff that I see is very predictable, which is nice, yes. But then I start to get kind of bored a little bit because it starts to become predictable a little bit. So that's kind of why I like looking for small creators, because it's just like in the music industry, right? These small creators sometimes, or like these artists, they come with new stuff, and that's that thing. Like for instance, I'm not gonna lie, like for instance, like Ice Spice. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her, but the way her cadence is, her voice, and the way that she's doing her type of music, she was the first person to do that, right? And it's just like, whoa, that's new. I like it. You might get bored of it after a while, but still, that's kind of what I get at whenever I talk about looking for smaller creators on the platform, and why I enjoy looking for smaller creators on the platform. 60 plus solo RV reality, the biggest struggles and how I handle it. Here we go. 19 minutes making my own lane. Let's see what she has to say.
If you're considering solo RV travel, or if you're already
She's got about 5,000 followers. I want to read her bio real quick. Let's see. Her name is Nancy, and in 2023, she quit her six-figure job. Does that sound familiar to anybody in the chat? Anybody remember quitting their job? Bought a new, well, at least new to her, Class C RV, sold her house and everything in it, and she hit the road with her two canine companions and one furry feline. Okay. Her goal was to travel the U.S., create memories, and spend time with the people that she loved, making new friends along the way while living a debt-free lifestyle and inspiring people to start living their own dream. So go ahead and subscribe and follow her journey as she travels across the United States 200 miles at a time. She also shares both the ups and the downs and challenges about living and traveling full-time in an RV. So get your free RV living budget calculator. So she has a calculator on there. So she actually does help people figure out how to do this lifestyle. It looks like she has a budget planning spreadsheet. So there's that. So that's kind of her niche there. She sounds awesome. Yeah, just do it, says eMoney. Yeah, she does sound pretty cool. Actually, I think I need to. Where's the chat at for this? Oh, I should already be on that. Yes, I gotta come back. I gotta get better at the chat thing. But don't worry, these skill sets, it's like riding a bike. It'll come back. So let's go to her video that we found. That's 2 days old. Let's kind of watch a little bit of this here. She's got a little community too. That's pretty cool. And she will reply to, looks like, just about every comment. So, this might be a good one to cold email.
If you're considering solo RV travel, or if you're already doing it and sometimes feel overwhelmed, I want you to know that's completely normal.
And here's what I like about this too. Look at the way that she starts, right? She's talking to us person to person, and she's talking about the biggest struggles, right? And so she's getting right to the meat, but she's just getting right to it. You click on it, and she's already addressing the issue. I reset it, so it's gonna have to load up apparently.
If you're considering solo RV travel, or if
See?
you're already doing it and sometimes feel overwhelmed, I want you to know that's completely normal. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know I absolutely love this lifestyle. I mean, waking up to different views every 200 miles, the freedom, the adventure.
So she's already trying to comfort us by telling like why she does it, why you should do this.
It's been incredible. But today I want to get real with you about something that doesn't get talked about enough in the RV community.
Oh, the
I get
realness.
all the time. Nancy, what's the hardest part about solo RVing? And while there are little things here and there that can be challenging, there's really one big thing that encompasses pretty much every difficulty I face out here. And that's the simple fact that I have to do absolutely everything by myself. And I mean everything. So today I'm going to break down.
That's very relatable too, by the way.
Because I think if you're considering solo,
not for me, but I'm just saying like it's relatable. YouTube just hit me up. Oh, it's relatable because there are some people out there who are traveling by themselves and they do struggle with those same challenges. So you're able to connect with her through what she's saying.
You're already doing it and feeling overwhelmed sometimes. You need to know you're not alone in feeling this way. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nancy, and if you're new here, I document my life as a 60-plus solo RVer traveling across America. I share the ups, the downs, and sometimes the weird and controversial.
She's got a very nice personality too. She's very bubbly
If that
and
sounds
sweet.
exciting to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss any of my practical RV living tips. Now let's talk about the reality of doing it all solo on the road. Let's start with probably the most obvious challenge. The physical aspect of RV life when you're flying solo. Every time I pull into a new campground or find a great boondocking spot,
All right, hold on.
Everything that needs to come.
So this is more like okay, yeah. Oh no, we got some cuts here. This is like a, and I don't know. This could be just me, obviously, just because I'm doing this, right? I always feel like this type of content, which I know could be probably scary to some people, but I always feel like this type of content should be live. I don't know, but I liked it still.
Set up, leveled, and connected is all on me. The awning, electric, sewer if I'm at a full hookup site, setting up my outdoor chairs, maybe the outdoor rug, getting the dog's area situated, and some of this stuff is legitimately heavy. Unhooking a tow dolly from my rig, that's not light. Those bulky leveling blocks.
That would have been a good opportunity to show us the tow dolly, honestly. I think, I mean, I can kind of see, I'm assuming that's it right there. And especially because it's right there, that would have been a really good opportunity for you to show us that because, especially for new people, they probably don't know what it looks like or how heavy it is, or maybe you could stand next to it and show us kind of how it looks.
Moving them around, stacking them, trying to get your rig position just right.
There you go, because you do some cuts.
You need to move them again because you're still not quite level. It's a workout. But here's what really gets me. It's not just the weight, it's the problem solving.
Hey guys, by the way, just so you know, if you ever see me like doing that is so I guess this would kind of be a good time to kind of talk about this here. I know we're like an hour and 30 minutes in. I'm the manager here at an RV park, Hideaway Branson, and so on the other side, I do, have somebody who's, just checking in with me and stuff like that. And so if you ever see me like doing that or just talking to somebody, it's because I still, I'm doing this to help kind of create content and help promote and bring awareness to our park. But at the same time, I'm still at work. Golf cart? Yeah. You need the keys? The key? Yeah. Are you using it?
I'm going to show them around.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. The black one.
Just turn it on.
Yeah, you just put the key in, turn it on, and then there's a knob, kind of like how your truck has it, for reverse, neutral, and drive.
I know each golf cart's different.
Yeah, that one's the best one. So, yeah, like I said, so that's kind of something that, I still have to do my stuff. I still got to, and then maybe some days if it's something that really requires me to step outside, I might have to do that. But I just want to let you guys aware of that. So that way, you're not like, hey, what's going on over here?
When things don't go as planned.
But one of the beautiful things about that is because we're an entity, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what this is about. I have the ability to invite some of these people. Someone like this lady here. Got to go see y'all. All right. Thank you, Imani, for stopping by. I have the opportunity to do something where I can maybe not this one, making my own lane, right? Um, I have the ability to invite them over and interview them maybe for a live stream, or if there's somebody who isn't really fond of live streaming, then I could also. These are just ideas too, by the way. We could be like, hey, let's shoot the park, and I can help and assist and be an extra pair of hands, but I want to see their process, and then maybe I can make a video about their process, and then we can watch the video that they make. Like, there's like a lot of ideas that I'm spinning around here, so it's very interesting. I'm excited to start doing this again, this live streaming, talking to you guys, and then just putting content out there. Now, it's not always going to be us looking for other creators. There's a lot of stuff going on in the park, so maybe I can give you guys a tour one day. Maybe I could. Maybe there's like work to be done. We're working on building a trail. I could probably be out there on the trails. So I'm very excited to do this here and see where it goes. Just plant the seed and see what grows out of it. So now I will say that when I do invite people, I just want to make sure that there is like a type of person like that I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody like, well, that is going to be, like just talking, like for instance, like this person here helps about how to get started with RVing, and I don't know, maybe I could invite them. I'm not sure, but more so, I want, like how there's YouTubers who will like show you like, hey, look at this cool spot. Hey, look at this cool spot. That was kind of ideally what I was looking for, but again, I'm open to anything. And but for this, I feel like I don't know. We can look through her content and stuff like that, but if she does do that type of content where she takes you on an adventure, because like here at Branson, not just at our park, but even around us, there's like a lot of stuff to do. So I just figured that I could offer somebody something like that. I don't know, not trying to like make a decision for somebody, but I feel like I don't even know what I would have to offer this person other than being able to stay here for a couple nights. Because if they don't make content to where like they can go to these attractions and then be able to make more content, if that makes sense. So like say you're the creator, right? And you make content off of that type of thing. Well, it's one of those things where the way I see it is like, hey, you come out, we make video content here, and then I'll let you stay for like 3 or 4 days. So you just spend one day with me, and then you get 3 days to go out there, and then you can even have more content to add to your portfolio, I guess, to your library. That's what I want to say. You have the ability to make more content for your library. So it's not one of those things where they're just like, I'm the only one getting something out of it. I want to make sure that they also get something out of it as well. So especially because especially when you're a small creator, it's hard to be able to set money aside to do those type of things. And I just like the fact that we can invite them, we can support them, we have the ability to help set them up if they want to take the offer.
You're with a partner, you've got someone to help you think through issues. Maybe hold the flashlight while you're trying to see what's going on with the connection, or just be an extra set of eyes. When I'm trying to back into
like when you're backing in,
I can't quite see if I'm clearing that tree branch or rock, or if my bumper's going to hit that picnic table. There's no one to guide me in. I've got to get out, walk around.
I'm telling you, it is a luxury. She's right.
Around a little, get out, and check again. What might take a couple 5 minutes with a spotter can take me 10 or 15 minutes of this back and forth dance. Don't even get me
And when it's hot outside, oh my God, it's even worse. Or if it's cold, if you don't like the cold, but you're out there sweating, going in and out, in and out, in and out. It really is, not gonna lie. But still, everything has a price, right? And the price that she pays is she has to go through all of that. And I'm sure more throughout the video she'll show us, but you get this beautiful view. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in the mood for something else, like let's say you're not in the mood for the mountains, you're now in the mood for the ocean. Well, guess what? You can pick up and you can move over to the ocean and do that. And then when you're ready to come back to the mountains, you can pick up and come right back.
Get cleaned if it's dirty, dried if it's wet, and packed away properly. The awning, I'm trying to get it rolled up nice and tight so it doesn't flap in the wind while I'm driving down the road. Getting the tow dolly back on the ball and loading up the Jeep. Now I'm tired from a few days of exploring and adventuring, and cranking those things up is the last thing I want to do. If you're shaking your head,
She's
yes,
just so
you're
cool.
not weak or too old. You just need a system that matches your energy and schedule.
I want to
like
invite
the one
her.
I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. I'll leave that video link and another video about starting to RV at 60 at the end of this video and in the description. But you know what's even more exhausting than the physical stuff? The mental load. Every single decision, every piece of planning, every route considered.
And just so you know, some of you guys might be like, oh, wow, you have to make decisions. No, it actually takes up like bandwidth of your brain. So anytime your brain has to do stuff, it takes calories to do and process that stuff. So it's actually scientifically proven that when you're making those decisions, and there's a lot of decisions that need to be made when you're doing this, it gets draining. She's right on that.
Shoulders. Before I can even get to a place where I'm setting up to camp, I've had to figure out where I'm going. And with my 200-mile rule, I'm constantly in planning mode. Where's my next stop? What's the weather going to be like?
I wonder where she's at. Is she in a 200-mile radius from us?
I need to know about. What's the fuel situation going to be like on that route? I spend hours researching campgrounds, reading reviews, looking at satellite views to make sure I can actually get my rig in and out of places. And I'm not just planning one stop ahead. I'm thinking 3 or 4 stops out because good sites book up, especially during peak season. And every single one of these decisions I'm making alone.
Dude, where are you? Does she say where she's at? I actually do like this video. I gotta go to the restroom now. I wonder if I... Next time, note to self, don't chug a thing of water before filming. No, I don't know where she is.
There's no one to bounce ideas off of. No one to say, hey, what do you think about this? It's all me, all the time.
I'm gonna skip because I want to see what she says about
now, since this
content
is YouTube,
creating.
And you're here watching this video, let's talk about something that's probably unique to those of us creating content on the road. Filming everything yourself. Every shot you see, every angle, every piece of footage. I set up, I framed, I recorded, and packed up. Sounds simple enough.
Preach.
Well, let me tell you, filming yourself is an art form that I'm still mastering. Do I want a shot of me walking toward the RV? I've got to set up the camera, frame the shot.
I like that you actually did that, by the way.
Start recording, walk back to wherever I'm starting from, do the walk, then go back and stop the recording and pack up the camera. Want a shot of me cooking dinner inside? I'm setting up the camera, trying to get the lighting right, making sure I'm in the frame, and then trying to act natural while also making sure that the food doesn't burn. And don't get me started on those beautiful sunset shots you see where I'm sitting outside of the RV looking pensively into the distance. You know what that really looks like? Me running back and forth between the camera and my chair, trying to get the timing right, hoping no one walks through the shot, and probably doing it 15 times before I get the one that...
You know what, though? No way. The camera froze. What? Yeah. The camera froze. We're still having that issue. I thought I fixed it. Let's see if we can fix it. There we go. And then my ISO is way too down. There. I will say to that, ma'am, that I actually like when people walk in my frame. Number one, it alleviates the frustration of people walking in your frame. But number two, I just feel like it makes it more real. You know what I mean? When I have a shot where I'm just like focusing on it just being me by myself in it, I don't know. I just feel like it's I don't know. I'm not saying it's not like fake or anything like that, but having people in the shot, it just feels more, I guess, real to me. And not only that, but some people will be like, "Well, what if they don't want to be in it?" And I was like, "Well, then you should have walked in front of my camera. Then, what can I tell you?" Because I've studied it a while, and there will be people who will look my camera dead in the lens, and they just say, "Oh, well, I'm going to walk by it." And I used to do that too. I used to get frustrated about people walking in my lenses because I wanted that beautiful, isolated shot, right? But I kind of started changing my perspective on that. I kind of do like having people walk past it, and it just feels more realistic. Where if you're just doing it by yourself, it's not that it's fake. It's just that it feels I don't know. It feels artificial. That's the word I want to say. It feels artificial. That's beautiful, Eric. I love that, Eric. You look at you using your words. Yeah, sometimes when you just have it like that, it does feel artificial. Oh man,
The
I think
number of times
that's a
I've
clip that
recorded
somebody clip
myself
that.
having a great
Listen,
conversation or telling a story only to find out that the camera wasn't actually recording, or the audio didn't work,
have
or I was completely
literally. One of the things that we do that I've been doing on top of what I'm doing here is that I'm creating like content. So there's like a bunch of places that are attractions and stuff. Thanks. And we went out to do a roller coaster place. And while I was recording, I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. And I accidentally deleted this big monologue thing that I was giving on the roller coaster. And well, that sucked. So yes, it does happen. I get where she's coming from. Who's here? Oh.
out of the frame the whole
But yeah,
time.
it's a struggle for
Just the
real.
other
I
day, I
get
was
it.
recording a beautiful sunset drive in the Pennsylvania Dutch countryside.
Oh,
I got
she's in
home and I
Pennsylvania.
could see I never hit record. I thought I saw that red flashing
Dang,
record
I don't
button.
think I'll be able to get it
It
to
would
come out here.
probably make you cry for me. In fact, it made me cry. This is why I'm so
Oh,
excited
don't
about the new
cry.
dash cam system I'm getting. Being able to safely film while driving without having to mess with a handheld camera or an awkward setup is going to be a game changer for creating content and for safety. Let's talk about the daily grind, the cooking, cleaning, taking care of my two four-legged travel companions here. In a regular house, these tasks are spread out throughout your day. You've got more space to work with, and maybe you're sharing some of these responsibilities. In an RV especially, when you're solo, everything happens in a much
Oh, I
smaller
just cracked
space.
my neck.
Cooking in this little kitchen means I'm the meal planner, the grocery shopper, the chef, and
But on the bright side, if you've ever done it, ma'am, where if you're in an RV, honestly, I will say that the luxury that you have is being in there by yourself. Sometimes when you have a bunch of other human beings in your RV, then it really starts to get kind of cramped, and it's kind of like frustrating when you're trying to go through the hallway, but somebody else is trying to go. So, I mean, there's pros and
I've got
cons
to
to it, you
plan
know?
meals that work with my limited counter space and storage, my propane consumption, and my water usage. I can't just decide to make.
All right, so we're done talking about content creating here. But yeah, I wonder. Since she was, let's just throw out a cold one out there. Let's throw a cold one out there. Really enjoyed watching you explain some of these struggles. They are really relatable. I hope. I'm trying to think of what to say here. Let's see, because we're gonna have to learn how to make these cold, I don't know, contacts. I don't know who this person is, and I would like to see him come out. Because if I just go, I was wondering if you have ever considered Visiting, no, not Vision. Visiting Branson. MO. What do I, should I just be like straight up and just say that we're looking for content creators and we want to see people come out here? Let's try it, because then if she ghosts me, then now we know, because she's such a sweet lady. And if I get ghosted, then that really doesn't work. Dude, just too sales pitchy, dude. If someone did that to me, I would, okay, really enjoy, I'm just gonna do this. We started in April. It's so crazy that I am like getting it's not nervous, but I'm just like trying to make sure that I say the right thing, and then I'll see like I don't know, like I've had people comment on my stuff and like wanting something in return, and just the way that they go about doing it, like it's. I feel like mine's way more polite. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get at. And look at that, just like that, we're right there. Where I'm on the suggested list for my own page. Yeah, I'm getting suggested to my own. That's weird, I guess. I don't know. Let's go back here and let's see. RV small content creators. Let's see. Let me try this. RV content creators. I bet you anything the algorithm thought that I probably meant small RVs. Uploaded, what, should we just go today? Sort by view count. But can we do it in descending order? No, it's not. It's gonna go by ascending order. I wanted, okay, let's take that off and let's just do this week. How do we take that off? Sort by relevance. Let's just go there. The ultimate adventure van in Iceland? No. Living on wheels? No. Hey, there's your boy right there. He made it. Live streaming. Am I a graphic designer? What is that? Good luck, graphic designer balloon blog. Today we're off to gather the RV from storage in preparation for a 4-day mini vacation. So the no. 8-hour road trip in an RV. No, I'm looking for full timers, baby. Where are my full timers? Where are my full timers at? Where are my 1,700-mile RV trip? Why I need all these naps. These guys are pretty interesting. Reality of van life. Okay. This is new. Where are they at? Actually, let's go with this one then.
Good morning. We just made it into Portland, Maine. We
Oh,
parked
damn.
here, and this is our view.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do, actually. RV Midwest. Let me see if that helps it out. I'm trying to, obviously, someone in Portland. I'm not trying to like, oh no. This week? If somebody's in the area, I would love to see if I can invite them over here and have it be like a little pit stop. I I want to try it, guys. So badly. We want to make sure that we can make contact with somebody who's down to do it. Because I just want to see what happens. You know what I mean? I want to have somebody on the stream. Let's see who we got here.
All right, we're at the Van Rock meetup, and there's a couple of vans out here I'm going to show you guys. Carol is going to
Van Rock?
and she was at my meetup last year. She's a Patreon, and she's going to let me show you guys her Transit Connect and a cute little setup she's got. Hey guys, this is her 2015 Ford Transit Connect.
Which we do want. We have these, I can show you on a map actually real quick. Well, right now they're under construction, but we have this from where it says site 71 to 79. I just remembered I need to call these people. We want to make that to where RVers, like van lifers, can go, and then right over here at like 2 to like about 7 or 8 is another little area where I wanted to see like put van lifers. So like that's like another goal of mine, right? Is to try to see if we can get some more van lifers, because kind of like stuff right here in the middle. Some of these are like 46 to 60 feet. Some of them are 100 feet. So those are for like big rigs or whatever. But I do definitely want to figure out how we can get more van lifers. That's something that we really don't get a lot of. And the reason why is because van lifers kind of have a little spot in my heart, honestly, because when my wife and I first thought about even doing this, right now we have a fifth wheel trailer. But before we had kids and everything, the way that we were going to do this, which was about maybe like 6 years ago, is we were going to do it out of a van. And we wanted to do that. We wanted to be digital nomads. We wanted to be remotely working and travel the United States and just, that's not how it turned out. But, we're doing it now. And that's kind of why I want to see those van lifers, is because I understand, like, that spirit that they have was something that we wanted. It didn't end up being the way that we kind of got into this, but I do like seeing those kinds of that lifestyle, or like having those. That's why I want to see that here. What is this called? We might need to put an event like this. How would he even?
She got this in 2017. She graduated.
I need to go back.
All right, we're at the Van Rock meetup.
Van Rock meetup? Have you guys even heard of that? Van Rock meetup? Oh yeah, look. A Van Rock meetup can refer to a gathering of people with painted rocks, or a meeting of those who live. Oh, okay. You're okay. A van life meetup would be a really good idea, actually. If I really wanted to get people to come. Okay, that's going to be a thing. I'm going to have to work on that. Let's watch this video, though.
There's a couple of vans out here I'm going to show you guys. Carol has got a Transit Connect, and she was at my meetup last year.
Man, if I saw that van on the street, I would never think that someone would be living out of that.
Cute little setup she's got. Hey guys, this is
I used to have to drive one of those for work, actually.
Transit Connect, and she got this in 2017. She graduated from car camping, tent camping, and was going to go to Albuquerque Balloon Festival. And her husband said, "Not in a tent." And they found this, and the first thing I want to
do is people live in that.
Because one of the things about van meetups is that you really, really can get neat ideas from other people.
Yeah, you can. That's why, and it's not just in van lifing. Also, it's also like with creating and watching creators, just like you get ideas. You really do.
A different life, and Carol has a beautiful teal ceiling, and if you can believe it, that is a like picnic table cover, like tablecloth. And just the
Yeah, you
and
got to be
then
creative, right?
she's got all black magnets so that it really it's almost as like, now what is that? Because it
That's
really
interesting.
looks neat, and she's got it nice. And
That's what I love about this too. Some of these people that do this are just, and that's what I meant by when I said like the spirit of van lifing. You know, you might just be in a situation where you probably can't afford this big rig, or you might be a little afraid to do that, sell everything and go into that lifestyle. But you figure out how to do this, and usually when you're doing this, it's because you're not like balling, and but you get creative, right? You figure out how to get how to make things comfortable, or creatively solve for problems that you might be having along the way, because the spirit, you're just so hungry for travel that you'll sacrifice whatever you have to, whether it's a cozy environment or to live out of, and that's what I meant by like the spirit of van life, and like this lady's literally talking about
smoothed
that.
out and all around the edges, and what an ingenious idea. And they've got a little padding on it, and you could still put your kill mat up. You could probably put some insulation up there if you wanted, and that is a
That's
neat
cool.
idea.
um Yeah, but I really have to go to the bathroom. So, we've been on for about an hour and 56 minutes, and I might see if I can come on later on today. And but thank you so much for watching this. If you tuned in, thank you, E-Money, for being in the chat. And if you're watching the replay and you have ideas of how I can probably see and get more creators on here, I really think that'll make this project that I'm working on very special, and just being able to work with creators, and maybe there's an opportunity there. But I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next time. And if you are interested in staying in Branson, check out the description below. I went ahead and put the link on there for hideawaybranson.com. We're a nice little RV park located in Branson, literally a half a mile away from the strip, which is where everything in Branson is. Probably about a mile from like the big popular lake here called Table Rock, and some good fishing. So please make sure to check that out. A lot of the content that I'm doing right now is just to kind of bring awareness to that. So if you're thinking about going to your next destination as an RVer, please check out Hideaway RV. I promise you, you won't regret it. Like my boss says, it's like Las Vegas for Ned Flanders. A really cool place. A lot of activities. They got theme parks here, shows. And you know what? What I'll start doing is in the description, I'll also start adding a website, and I'll tell you what it is. It's called explorebranson.com, and it's the city's website, and they literally show you everything that there is to do here. So I really encourage you to come to Hideaway Branson. But if you choose to go somewhere else, just come to Branson in general. So thank you guys again, and have a good day.